Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Anthony Landahl.
And I'm Imani Shamsuddin. Let's take a look at the news. On Friday, September 28th, Bradley University celebrated the 122nd Founders Day. Founders Day honored Lydia Moss Bradley and her innovative vision to establish Bradley University. Some teachers even honored the holiday by canceling classes.
Last week, the American Red Cross held a blood drive inside Markin Performance Court. The donation event was one of 11 yearly blood drives held on Bradley's campus. And while Central Illinois might not be in any shortage of blood, other parts of the country are. The reason? Hurricane Florence.
We're actually currently canceling blood drives out there because of the remnants of Hurricane Florence with the severe flooding. So what's really important is for students, faculty, staff, even possibly community members to come out and donate blood to help us keep a sustained blood supply for the patients in need, not in the hospitals just here locally in Peoria in Central Illinois, but throughout the United States.
If you're interested in becoming a blood donor, visit the Red Cross website. If you're in the market for a new children's book or are just a fan of Man's Best Friend, then this story is for you. Last weekend, the Bradley Bookstore hosted author and Bradley artist-in-residence Donna Carr Roberts for a signing of her new book, The Adventures of Mr. Fuzzy Ears, Searching for a Friend, the book, which is in a planned series aimed to teach children about animals and their emotional needs. The book was inspired by her own dog, Scamp, who also happens to be a member of Bradley's police force. Mrs. Roberts both wrote and illustrated the book, and a symphony based on the book is expected to premiere in Peoria early next year. We talked with Mrs. Roberts to learn more about the book.
And I decided to write the book because for two purposes. One is I want to spread the word to small children about loving and caring for animals and that they need our love and protection. And then the profits from the sales from Central Illinois on the book are all going to the Peoria Humane Society.
Oh, that's wonderful.
The book is currently available at the Bradley Bookstore.
Last Wednesday and Thursday, the Bradley Cure Search Club raised money on Olin Quad to help kids with cancer. Any students passing by could give a cash donation in exchange for a tasty cookie that you yourself could ice. But Venmo was also accepted if you didn't have any money on you. The day prior to selling cookies on the quad, Cure Search raised over $600 selling throwable pies in partnership with a number of Greek organizations on campus.
Cure Search raises money for children's cancer awareness as well as research. All the money we raise, all the proceeds we raise from all the events we do on campus goes directly to our national organization, Cure Search. And we're going to take all the proceeds this year and make tie blankets and drop them off at OSF for their oncology wing.
To learn more about Cure Search, you can visit curesearch.org.
Stick around. Coming up next, Larry Larson will give us a glimpse into this week's forecast.
And Kelly Rogers will have your latest in entertainment news.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
And Larry's here with the weather. What's going on, Larry?
I am indeed. Well, what do you guys think of this summer-like weather?
I think it's kind of crazy.
It's very humid and sticky, and I don't like it.
Yeah, we'll get to that with my favorite, the dew points. Yeah, if you summer lovers, you know, you're liking this weather, it's going to be around for a little bit longer. Unfortunately for me, I like the fall weather personally, but Mother Nature just can't make up her mind. It's on and off, on and off. But let's focus on today's weather for now. So right now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the radar. As you can see, very, very sunny and clear. Nothing at all going on. Maybe some showers out there in Omaha. As you can see, that is a cold front. A cold front's going to sweep through the area later on tonight, bring maybe an isolated shower or storm chance later tonight. But right now and all day, we've been very, very clear. Let's take a look at the temperatures. Like me and Anthony were saying, very, very hot. 86 in St. Louis, 88 in Peoria, and 88 in Chicago. So high 80s all around. The record temperature for October 3rd is actually 93 degrees, so we missed that only by a few degrees. And the average temperature for October 3rd is 70 degrees. Let's take a look at the humidity, or dew points. So as you can see, compared to last week, we're a lot more hot, humid, sticky, like Anthony was saying. The humidity is up in the high 60s and low 70s even. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. As you can see, it cools down tomorrow with 65, and then it warms back up this weekend only to get back all the way to the 80s Monday. Let's throw over to entertainment with Kelly Rogers.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine has kept fans on the edge of their seats these last few months. First, it was canceled by Fox, but after outrage from fans was later picked up for a 6th season by NBC. This morning, Chelsea Peretti announced she will not be returning as a series regular. Her character was previously absent from the first half of season 5 while she was pregnant with her first daughter. Via her Twitter announcement, Peretti said, "But that doesn't mean I won't ever be back." So there is still hope for Brooklyn Nine-Nine fans for cameos throughout the upcoming season. This past weekend, I got the chance to see the new romance movie, Life Itself. This film follows a young couple's journey through college romance, marriage, and the birth of their first child. It features a young couple that journeys through college romance, marriage, and the birth of their first child. The director didn't have to seek very far for inspiration behind creating the film.
A lot of what the themes of the film are, a lot of the issues it explores, a lot of the characters are kind of born out of feelings that I have and things I had inside of me that I wanted to expunge.
With the many unexpected twists that come with adulthood, the film focuses on repercussions that echo over continents and through lifetimes. As the story unfolds in New York, they are connected with a family in Spain and a troubled young woman. The film is able to take one's breath away, and it certainly did that for Olivia Wilde.
Oh, I was just blown away by it. I just really was taken for the ride. I was able to kind of remove myself from it and be swept away, and I got really, really kind of, I mean, I got emotional, but I also really just felt happy to be a part of it. I felt really proud.
Going into the movie, I was expecting it to be just another romantic comedy. Yes, there was romance and comedy, but it was more of a drama or a realistic fiction. It portrays coming of age, young love, tragedy, and realism. This movie isn't for everyone, but I do highly recommend everyone give it a chance. It might not be a classic for the ages, but the stories told hit close to home. Famed rapper Cardi B turned herself into the police 2 days ago and now has been formally charged with 2 misdemeanor counts of reckless endangerment and 1 misdemeanor count of assault. Cardi could face up to a year in jail. She's set to appear in court on October 29th.
I
heard about that.
On Twitter, and I gotta say, she looks really stylish when she's like turning herself in. She's got the nice coat.
Her last outfit before she has to throw the mugshot.
Coming up after the break, we'll sit down with Bradley's homecoming queen, Claire Sullivan.
And we sent Sam Kohlmeyer out to campus for another edition of Campus Combos. Stick around, we'll be right back.
Hey, I got your text.
Hey.
You said this was urgent? What happened?
There is a guy harassing me at work.
That can't be right. Did you try talking to him?
I did, but he wouldn't listen.
Don't tell me he... Did you call the police?
No, I was too scared. I just needed to get out of there. I needed to tell someone.
Well, let's just sit here for a little while and maybe calm down. Then if you want, we can go to the police station and we can talk about this more.
Okay.
Time's up. Visit projectconsent.com.
Forgot something? You shouldn't rush this.
Fall is officially among us, and reporter Sam Kohlmeyer talks to Bradley students and staff to see how they feel about the season and their fall favorites.
Hello everybody, this is Sam Kohlmeyer with BUTV News. Welcome back to Campus Convos. It's fall, leaves are here. We've got some great questions about fall this week. We're going to talk to some people inside of the Student Center, so come on in for the ride. It's going to be great. Omar, what is your favorite fall drink from Starbucks?
So, you know, I think everyone likes a pumpkin spice, but honestly, people sleep on the maple.
Chai. A chai, I think, would be really hot. Hot chai. Some people get cold chai. Are they crazy? I don't know.
Apple cider, because pumpkin spice is for sad people.
The truth comes out.
Pumpkin spice latte.
Sounds good. Out of all the seasons of the year, winter, spring, fall, and the other one, which one is your favorite?
Winter, because all the bugs are dead, I could stay indoors, and a lot of things get canceled.
Do you like when class is canceled?
Yes.
I do too.
I like summer the best because you don't have to scrape sunshine off your windshield.
Oh, I assume you're a fan of fall.
Oh, yeah.
Is fall your favorite season?
Absolutely not. Yeah, I like fall. I don't like that cold stuff. Like, when it's cold and it's hot, like, you get sick, messing up your allergies and stuff. I don't got time for all that.
Thanksgiving or Halloween? Which holiday and why?
That's hard. I like Thanksgiving because of the family. I like Halloween because we all get to be somebody different.
I'd rather have the turkey. Sweet potatoes, yeah, dressing, oyster dressing.
Stuffing. Dressing. That's the same thing as stuffing.
Well, the leaves are still falling, the winds are picking up out here, but the questions were fantastic. Thanks to everybody who came on the show. For BUTV News and Campus Convos, I'm Sam Kohlmeyer.
Thanks, Sam. And with fall, another homecoming has come and gone, and that means Bradley has new royalty on campus. Here with us today is Claire Sullivan, our 2018 homecoming queen. Claire? thanks for being here.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. I'm excited.
So what does it feel like to be a queen?
I mean, every day I'm a queen, but no, it's actually really cool. I was at the gym the other day, and I was on the treadmill, and someone was like, hey, aren't you the homecoming queen? Which was really nice, but I was sweating, so it was embarrassing.
So what goes into becoming a homecoming queen?
There's a couple steps. You have to apply online, and then we get an email saying that we got selected to be on the court, and then throughout the week there's a couple other things, like we went to Lighting of the Bee, which was so fun. We had like a little introduction, and then there was a big homecoming pageant, which was so much fun, and then you go to the soccer game.
And was there anything that really made you want to be a part of homecoming?
To be honest, I just love the week, and I'm a Bradley legacy, I guess. Both of my parents went here. I had an aunt and uncle that went here, and a lot of cousins that go here. So it was just something that I wanted to be able to represent this awesome university.
Yeah, and that means so much to like have your family be alumni.
Yeah.
So how much did it kind of mean to you?
Personally, it means a lot. It was a huge honor and a huge surprise. So it was really cool that people like selected my name and knew my name, which is crazy to think about. But it means a lot, and it's a huge honor.
And was this something you thought you could win, or you had the potential to win, or was this out of nowhere?
It was like completely out of nowhere. My friend, like last minute, was like, "Oh, you should apply," and I was like, "Okay, why not?" And then I got the email saying that I was on court, and was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so crazy." So then I was like, I'll just have fun with it, and it was a really fun week, and then I had the honor to win, so it was crazy.
And you have to do a talent, correct?
Yeah.
So what was your talent?
I did stand-up comedy as my talent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever done stand-up comedy before?
Kind of, like with my friends. My oldest sister is like really good at it and does it all the time. So I thought I'd give it a try and actually do it, and it was really fun.
And what other aspects of the competition do you have to prepare for?
We had a spirit wear competition, which was really fun. I wore a red wig, which was fun. And then I had my mom was a cheerleader here in the 80s, so I had her like 80s cheerleading jacket, which was cool. And then we had a fishbowl competition, or fishbowl questions, where we like pulled a question out of the hat and just answered. Talent, and I think that's it, yeah.
And if you had any advice to someone who wanted to run for homecoming court, what would it be?
Do it. It's such a blast. I got to know a lot of people that I didn't know before, and I'm a senior, which is so cool. You get to know the ins and outs of all the homecoming week stuff, which is really cool to see as well. Just do it. It's fun, and why not?
Is there a talent that you would like to see on homecoming court next year?
I don't know. We had a really big, wide range this year, but I definitely like to see some dancers kill it out there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's amazing that you're a queen. We're among royalty here at BUTV.
Thank you.
Now back to you, Amani.
Thanks, Anthony. If the film A Quiet Place made you interested in sign language, then you'll definitely want to check out a special club here on campus. Every Thursday, the Bradley ASL Club meets in Bradley Hall. ASL, or American Sign Language, is of course the commonly used method of communicating visually with those who are deaf or hard of hearing. Last week they held their Silent Night, in which members of the group communicated entirely through sign language. The club went over some words used to describe foods as well as other aspects of eating, such as cutlery. To learn more about the club, we talked to club president Carol Randolph.
Usually we'll try to go over just basic vocabulary, just simple words, just words that people would use in just an everyday conversation. You do not have to know any sign language to start this club. That's kind of the point we're trying to teach and just expand the awareness of the deaf community and the deaf culture, so you can communicate if you ever come across somebody that is deaf or hard of hearing or whatever.
The club will meet again next Thursday in Bradley Hall. For more information, you can email Carol at bradleysignlanguage@gmail.com.
Coming up next, Carly Chana will give you all the latest in Bradley sports.
And later, we'll take a look at some upcoming events around campus. Stick with us.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Hey,
it's Ava, and this is Tess from Vivo's Do It Yourselfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old t-shirt.
It's not garbage, it's actually a brand new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
All right, did any of you guys go to the Bradley homecoming soccer game?
Yes, it was raining, and after it rained, we had fireworks.
Yeah, I did hear about
how that was working.
So
Can you do fireworks in the rain?
Yeah, it stopped.
I mean, I guess it had to work, right?
Raining, yeah.
All right, so last weekend was Bradley homecoming weekend, and Bradley men's soccer drew quite the crowd at Shea Stadium for their match against Loyola Chicago. There were many opportunities for Bradley and Loyola Chicago. Both teams had shots on goal, in the first half, but neither team could find the back of the net. After a scoreless first half, Garrett Wintermeyer was fouled inside the box and scored on a penalty kick in the 70th minute of the game. It was his 5th goal of the season, and the homecoming crowd erupted as players stormed Wintermeyer because it looked like the Braves were about to win a game against a conference rival. Bradley finally found the back of the net. However, unfortunately for Bradley University, that celebration might have come too soon. They thought they had secured the game until Loyola's Fabian Becerra tied the game 1-1 in the 85th minute. Loyola then scored again 2 minutes into overtime, beating Bradley. Billy Hensey took the ball from the wing to the middle of the box and found the ball in the lower right corner of the net to secure the game for Loyola. The Braves' next game is on October 6th at 7 p.m. in Missouri State. On September 30th at 11 a.m., Bradley women's softball hosted their softball alum for a friendly competition game. The current team wore their uniforms and Bradley alum sported university apparel. The current team struck in the first inning and then continued to get runs in the second and third. The alum got off to a slow start but eventually scored a run in the top of the 6th inning. Bradley University softball conquered the alum 3-1 in a friendly match. Although Bradley softball is just getting started in exhibition matches, the team's defense looks like it's performing really well. Their first regular season game is not until February, but if preseason keeps going this well, then they will be well prepared. The annual Bradley Bowl was held Thursday on the Alumni Quad as part of the university's homecoming week activities. The game is a flag football game against Bradley students and staff. Free music, refreshments, and food are provided to students who come watch. The Bradley staff put on a good game and kept the score close, but the students prevailed and beat the Bradley staff 33-31. Bradley volleyball returned to Renaissance Coliseum over the weekend to continue Missouri Valley play. The Braves won in 4 sets over Indiana State on Friday and in 3 sets over Evansville on Saturday evening. Senior Yavi Rosado earned MVC Defensive Player of the Week for the 2nd week in a row, with more than 7 digs per set over the weekend. The pair of wins brings Bradley's record to 14-2, the best start in program history. The team has also won 8 matches in a row and are 4-0 in the Missouri Valley play. The Braves look to stay hot this weekend as they travel to Drake in northern Iowa. The men's golf team has picked up a win this weekend in the Zach Johnson Invitational in Des Moines, Iowa. The Bradley won the event by 7 strokes over the field of 11 other teams, including 4 Missouri Valley rivals. Drake Bashong, Charles John, and Dan Lensing led the way for the Braves, each finishing in the top 5 individually in the event. The men's and women's cross-country teams each traveled to Madison, Wisconsin last week for the Nuttycombe Invitational hosted by the University of Wisconsin. The women's team finished in 27th, while the men finished 13th in the event. Abby Jockish had the top time for women's team, and her and Dunderdale posted the best time for the men. Both teams returned to action on October 12th for the Ideal Rentals Bradley Pink Classic at Newman Golf Course right here in Peoria.
Wow, a lot of sports going on.
There was a lot of sports going on this past week.
That's good because we get to go into fall break.
I know, I'm very excited about it.
Better in terms of sports.
Up next, we'll take a look at some upcoming events on campus this week.
And we have a musical guest you will not want to miss.
Sweet baby, you mean everything to me. I love you.
Can we get strawberries? No, honey. Please? Okay. Before everyone leaves for fall break, let's take a look at a couple events on campus this week. Tonight at 7:30, cellist Moises Molina will be performing in Dingledine Music Center. Dr. Molina has performed in the United States as well as Central and South America and Europe. For more information, please call the number on your screen. The recital is free and open to the public. Tomorrow, October 4th, there will be another installment of Visual Voices. Artist Hattie Newman will be speaking at 5 p.m. in the GCC Horowitz Auditorium. Newman makes sets and images that live in advertisements, magazines, galleries, websites, books, and many other places around the world.
Anyone doing anything fun for fall break?
I'm actually going to Nashville.
Ooh,
wow. Yeah, I'm very
excited. Going home to visit family.
It's always a good time. Well, that's all for BUTV tonight. We leave you with a performance from the Blank Stares. We'll see you right back here next Wednesday. Have a great night.
Something's off about my hair today. Everything about my outfit sucks. Just think of what they'll say when I walk in like this. Why do I care so much? God, here come my friends, what will they think of me? They're probably thinking about my lack of style. I'm too scared to move, what should I do? I'm gonna lose it. I guess that I'll just stand here for a while. Anxiety, it swallows me. Something that I don't believe. And I've begun to be an angsty teen, always blowing off my homework, barely catching the Z's. And I don't know, was I supposed to know? So call again, please, cause this line's busy, caught up in other problems and what people are thinking. I don't know, still don't know, do I know? I'm trying hard to find the fragments, bits of me, but it's kind of are thinking this, I wish I knew when I was younger. 16-year-olds are not mature at all. And when you're on the brink of such a stepping stone,